Yeah, obviously, getting up that morning, flying in and playing that night was always going to be difficult for us. But apart from the second quarter, the girls played great to close out the game. We were down by, I think it was 14 or 15 at one stage, and we fought a tremendous comeback in the third and the fourth quarter, and got in front with about a minute and a half to go. Just things at the end of the game, I guess, didn't fall our way.
And they were quite a physical side, the way that Adelaide played.
Yeah, it was a really physical game, and I thought the girls were up for the fight and up for the challenge of that. It was, as I was saying, I think that the way that we acquitted ourselves in that environment was boding well for the next couple of weeks for us, because I think it's given us, a foot forward to make some improvements after the last two games at home.
How do you pick it back up, Goriss? Because obviously in this competition, the shortened season, there's not much time to sort of look back.
Yeah, and as I said to the girls after the game, post-game, is in those situations when there's a kind of a 20-5 free throw count, you've kind of got to play a perfect game. And in essence, at the end of the game, we didn't play the perfect game. We missed some shots under the basket, we had a turnover, we missed a wide open three, we missed a box out. So in those situations that you have to be perfect to take some other factors out of the game, we weren't. And that kind of hurt us. But as we said after the game, it was a much better improvement than the last two games that we've played as well. If people had seen how we played the whole second half, I think that was some of our best basketball.
How do you, are you worried about confidence at all? Because, tight losses can knock players around a little bit.
I don't think so, because in essence, that's what I said about, with the second half was some of our best basketball. So if we can take the second half that we played, we only gave up 4 offensive rebounds, we kept them down, we won the last quarter. I think it was even for the third quarter. So, we take confidence from how we finished the game in that second, in the third and fourth quarter.
So you're confident coming into Townsville and another tough matchup that, I guess the things are in place to get the win?
Yeah, I guess confidence and recovery is going to be an interesting one with obviously the 2 early morning flights and getting back early, and recovery, I guess, is the important strategy for us. Me, as confidence within the group goes, I have full confidence that we can bounce back and we can play good basketball against Townsville.
And given that you've played against Townsville already, are you sort of out for revenge, wanting to put out the fire, so to speak?
No, I thought yet again we had, and we don't want it to become a season of missed opportunities, and we had opportunities up in Townsville to play well and to win the game, and that was one of the games where I don't think that we played to our potential. So, it's going to be a tough matchup for us coming off the back of the travel, but we have the personnel. I'm confident with the group that we've got and the way that we closed out, the Adelaide game, that we can play well and get a win tomorrow.
It's obviously a short season. I don't know, when do you start to get worried?
Yeah, I thought about that on the flight back this morning. Is, to me, the ladder's going to be the ladder, and we've just got to focus, the old cliche, one game at a time. We can't get too far ahead going, we've got to win this amount of games, or we can't afford to lose this game. I think the process has got to be working hard, because we are a young group and we're still a new group, so it's got to be the work and the process that we do every day. But obviously we don't want to get the season too far ahead in losses, I guess, so we've got to reacquit ourselves very quickly to not let the season fall away.
You talked about you needed to play a perfect game to offset the foul count sort of thing. These games have been so tight, what do you have to tweak or change to turn those results around? Is it just a bit of a clinical edge, or?
I think it's partly, we spoke at length over the last probably 3 games about offensive rebounding and boxing out, and the difference in the second half was we were able to come back from a 14-point deficit because we boxed out, we kept teams off the offensive glass, and then we executed better, and realistically they had, I think it was half-time, 14 points from second chance points, which is offensive rebounds. For the whole second half they got 4. So we can fix up our rebounding at the offensive end, we can fix up boxing out and limiting teams to second and third chance opportunities. I think we're right in the game, and I think that's a critical part for us right now, is the possession game.